You know, it feels kind of surreal sitting on top of big cat reality out here, about 140 mile off the Queensland coast, surrounded by beautiful Coral Cay. And I've got Raoul Pendergast here from Everton Park Anaconda. He is the fishing guru for the stores. And I tell you what, mate, it's lovely to have you on our show. And because it is an Anaconda show, and I look at what you're using with gear-wise here, because today we're targeting a specific species that you love to catch. You've caught literally thousands of these things in your life. You love to do it. Mate, tell me, what is it we're after?
We are going to go chasing red throat emperor in the blue holes on the shallow reefs. So we will be pretty much fishing in some pretty tight country, Paul.
I guess when you're talking tight country, it means that you've got to have heavy tackle. You don't want to go the standard 10 to 15 kegs, because these things are going to brick you.
No, we have to be absolutely brutal with what we got here. We are literally white knuckle fishing. It's locked up drags, 65 pound braid, 80 pound leader. Some guys use 100 pound leader, just to brute force these fish out of these really shallow holes.
Let's get into the gear, mate. I'd love for you to show us and everyone at home, if they're coming up, what sort of tackle they need.
Yep, fair enough. So what we have here is a 40 to 80 pound Shimano TZ, accompanied with an 8000 series reel. This one in particular is a Penn Battle Reel. Really serious drag, capable of locking up on these fish and ripping them out of their homes, basically.
So, Raoul, one thing I've noticed as well is the terminal tackle. We're not using expensive things like ball bearing swivels and and then ganging up hooks and all that sort of intricate detail. We're going to something quite simple.
Yeah, absolutely, Paul. We can't get any more basic than this. It's a simple number 3 or a number 4 ball sinker running straight down on top of a 7/0 or an 8/0 octopus style hook or suicide pattern hook. It just doesn't get any more basic than that.
Mate, I also know that you're a true believer of other tackle as well, so when it comes to different hooks. So, if you wanted to use something a little bit more alternate, you could go for, say, the 7766, 6/0 or 7/0. And if you didn't want the Shimano TZ, you could even go the dual, probably like the PE3, PE5 would be ideal too, wouldn't it? Or PE7, something like that?
I would say more like, PE5, PE6.
Yeah. There you go. Some quality gear that you can have in that array of spreading across different brands that's going to do the same detail.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, mate, I tell you what, I think that's enough gibber. How about we go and hit the water?
Absolutely. Let's go smash a few.
I am looking forward to it. Take me to your honey hole.
You idiot.
So when you're fishing these blue holes, it's important to try and draw the fish to you. There's so many areas here where the fish can get into. So what we're using, just some pellets, and that pellet is a mixture of, it's a Wilson burley pellet mix, and it's got aniseed in it as well. And all we're doing, because it's blowing 55 knots, all we're doing is just put it up in the air. It goes about 20, 30 meters that way, lands, the fish will come off the reef, and then into the hole to where our baits are. We just do that every 5 minutes, replenish the water with some burley, a couple of pillies here and there at the same time, get the boys hooked up.
All right, yep, we're on.
Mate, I'll tell you what, they are one of the toughest fighting fishes in the waters here, wouldn't you have to agree?
Yeah, they're tough.
Mate, they've got
some go in them.
Oh. How good's that? There's your fish, champ.
Beautiful. Thanks, Paul.
Mate, nice work. It's just this whole plethora of reef activity. There's an ecosystem within itself, the Great Barrier Reef. We've really got to preserve it, of course. We've seen everything up here from the crown of thorns moving through to a whole variety of different fish. And of course, that smaller fish goes up to the bigger one, doesn't it, to the sharks?
Yeah, 100%. It's absolutely dog eat dog in here. You catch one fish, you lose one fish. You catch one fish, it gets eaten by a shark. It's just, it's how it is. The fish are going to get eaten by sharks at some stage, or whether we've hooked them or not. So that's just how it works.
Yeah, whether you're a dog eats dog. So what, that'd be like maybe a pug to a Alsatian or something, or what?
Probably, yeah, something along those lines.
Well, that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we have, mate. You're not going to catch anything with your bait hanging in the air. Awesome stuff. And of course, good luck. Until next time when we
Step outside.
see you then.
And of course, thanks for watching Step Outside YouTube channel for lots of cooking and fishing action. Like, subscribe, and of course comment for more catches like this and cooking recipes.